Yeah, and now this is a nice segue. Female vocalist.
Off bat, we gotta pay homage. Fuck it, let's go old school first. Anita Baker, bro. Anita Baker.
All right, go ahead.
Elaborate. If you know anything about her, she a super dynamic singer. Her fucking production is amazing. Whoever the fuck Michael Powell is, I think that's her producer and her guitarist. He is crazy with, like, I was just looking up some how to make 80s production last night, and it's some weird production tricks that are implemented. Not only is it like some pop and some synth based R&B, but it can get kind of, you know, sparse and saddening, or it could get super upbeat, and she could have like these crazy, you know what I'm saying, if you want to compare it to a more contemporary artist, Mariah Carey, almost like range. Well, I guess Mariah Carey would be like her.
Just a side note here. Every time I think of Anita Baker, I think of, what was the Kendrick line on that J-Rock song or whatever the fuck, which is kind of corny to me, where it's like, Anita Baker, I think I need a baker.
No. That was on Say What's Up with Black Hippie.
I need a baker.
Black Hippie, yeah.
It was probably something like, I got so much bread, I need a baker. No.
Yeah.
That's a bad pun.
Yeah, that was, who said that? Absol?
I think that was it Absol?
I
thought it was Kendrick.
Nita Baker.
They both do that. Absol and Kendrick. Absol seemed like he stretched a little bit more, but
keep them dead motherfuckers resting in my money clip.
All right, it's not a Black Hippie discussion, but that's just what I think sometimes when I hear Anita Baker. But continue.
I said pretty much everything I need to say. She got albums and albums worth of good material. If you want to talk about another R&B artist I've been feeling lately, with crazy dynamics like that, what the fuck, Aretha Franklin, Patti LaBelle, of course. I mean, but we talking about,
this is some old school R&B bluesy.
Yeah, Anita, I guess Aretha Franklin would be more bluesy. Who else I said a fucking I said Aretha Franklin and then
Anita Baker.
No, I said somebody else after her. I want to talk about her.
No, it'll come back to you. As far as R&B people, I like Sade.
Yeah.
She has a really good voice. Even though I haven't listened to a ton of her, but I know, you know, the big songs. I like.
There's one girl tried to put me on a Sade once. It was okay.
Smooth Operator and all that.
Actually, I was really feeling it at the time.
Yeah,
I just haven't got back into it.
Same with me. Who else? R&B, modern. I listen to Abra, Kilo.
I think I've heard. Kilo Kish.
Kish, Abra. They're around the same circle.
I've heard a lot of people say that Kilo not a great vocalist, but
I like the vibe though. Yeah. I mean, it's not even like she's not a bad vocalist. I don't think she's a bad vocalist. It probably it's probably not a standout Christina Aguilera. Holding notes like that, but I like the overall vibe and aesthetic and feeling of her songs.
Yeah. Patti LaBelle. That's who I said after Aretha Franklin. Yeah. I really fuck with Patti. She got like, her music is just like, it's so like, I almost want to stop chopping her songs up because it's just so easy. She just make it so easy to chop them shits up. Like, those are, if you want to ever get into making like soul chop Ninth Wonder shit, listen to a bunch of Anita Baker, and it's
if you want to listen to some
laid out for you.
If you want to listen to some R&B from the same time period chopped up, go listen to some Macintosh Plus chopping up Diana Ross.
Oh yeah, Diana Ross.
It was Diana Ross, or not really even chopping, kind of chopping up. It's like chops every now and then, but more pitch shifted, slowed down. We can't go.
We're gonna have to have a vaporwave episode for you one day.
It's a lot of. We need more than a vaporwave episode. So much good vaporwave out there. I think you would like that. Because you, as far as production, you like to use a lot of samples, and it has some interesting ideas of how to use samples, slow down samples, speed up samples, because that's what it essentially is.
I mean,
samples and a little bit of your own touch there to make a nostalgic
You got me into
feeling.
What was that one kid, Young Bay? I was fucking with him for a while.
Young Bay.
But the thing is that after a while I was listening to the album and it don't take the enjoyment away from me too much, even though, but every fucking drum beat is the same. Like every drum beat seemed like it's just a simple.
Was this on Bay?
And sometimes he'd throw in a double kick.
And Young Bay is more in the area of the samples they use are like Asian.
But I still fuck with it, yeah.
Asian songs, Asian
yeah,
singing,
it sounds like a lot of
an anime.
Yeah.
Instead of like old R&B.
But I still fuck with Young Bay. I mean,
was that on Bay? I haven't Young Bay.
Yeah, I think that was the
he's
first.
continued to put out albums.
Yeah, that was the first project I believe, because I usually listen to shit in chronological order.
But we're way off topic. But there's so many facets to shoegaze. I mean, not shoegaze, vaporwave. That
we're way off topic
in there. But let's bring it back, female vocalists.
We got into vaporwave because we were talking about Diana Ross and how Macintosh Plus sampled it.
So we're not too far off. But female vocalists, we were talking about the R&B spectrum. Do you have more? Because
I gotta shout out some more contemporary people. FKA Twigs. Her music is like the I've been loving the electro R&B sounds of like James Blake and her and fucking what I mean, even Igloo Ghost can kind of, he's not a vocalist, but he can kind of dabble in some,
and not a female.
Yeah. But that's why I didn't want to even bring up James Blake, but I can't. But when I think of FKA Twigs, I'll be like, bro, I'll be feeling like FKA Twigs is like James Blake daughter, like James Blake Jr. almost, except more sexy and stuff like that.
So you know a lot more probably about that R&B realm than I do. I mean,
Jean Grey is a good vocalist. She not like she good.
Is she a rapper?
She a rapper too, but she can sing some, and I guess she shouldn't be in this list though. She not great. She just okay.
Right. So that might
be it for the R&B
I mean, for
realm.
just my surface level knowledge on it. I'm pretty sure there's other ones I like. But as far as my tastes, I guess it falls more into the
rock. I
guess you could say
new wave,
rock, new wave, like Cherry Glazer, dream pop-ish.
Oh yeah, what's her name? Fucking Victoria Legren from Beach House. Her vocals are pretty good.
There you go. I mean, yeah, her vocals are pretty good. I forget her name.
Effects going on, but still the vocals are nice.
Yeah, I forget her name, but the vocalist from Broadcast, fucking spectacular.
Yeah,
she, I think she unfortunately. I only listened
to a little bit of Broadcast.
She, I think, tragically, unfortunately, passed from pneumonia.
What the fuck?
Years ago. But Broadcast was an excellent band, crazy. Excellent vocals. But as we've talked about before, one of my favorite vocalists, Elizabeth Frazier from Cockatoo Twins.
Yeah, she was pretty good.
Yeah, I think she's a good singer, or has a good singing voice, I think, for whatever could be perceived as like traditional, but she has a lot of character mixed in with it. Who else did I mention? You like, we'd have to check again on a vocal level, but I think she's a good singer. Susie and the Banshees.
Yeah, I've been fucking with them a lot lately. They got like a certain groove to it. She not like, I think sometimes the singer can be a little bit more dynamic, but for the most part, they just a really good band. Like as a whole, like the vocals, I feel they can be very almost, they can be very percussive at times. I don't want to say rappy, but they got a certain groove to them that a lot of bands I feel like had at that time.
Yeah. They're one of those pioneering post-punk bands of the early 80s and into the 80s.
Blondie, but you said you wasn't really fucking with.
Blondie to me is like the really commercialized. That the Blondie falls more into the new wave banner to me than the post-punk banner. Yeah. Even though these are
if you want to say new wave and post-punk,
they are kind of close. They're kind of closely related.
There's some overlap there.
New wave, post punk, regular, just punk, all that synth pop. It's a lot of crossover and all that. But if you asked me to categorize one from first characteristic and then second characteristic, I would say Blondie is more just new wave.
Yeah.
Because new wave is very commercial,
very
accessible.
Glitzy.
New wave is in itself, I feel, very commercial and palatable post-punk and punk.
But I don't know. That's what I like about Blondie in a certain way. They're very just glitzy, super pristine production. I like that. I mean, at least from what I've listened to. I've only listened to with the album with the black and white lines and shit.
Right, I think that was the first album.
Parallel lines, yeah.
I feel. But yeah, I was never huge on Blondie, but they're one of the bands you just got to know. They were a big band for the time. Okay, we were going to talk about, this comes up. Kim Gordon, Sonic Youth.
You said she was
Sonic Youth, one of my favorite bands. They're a legendary band, and Kim Gordon is on some great songs, doing good work. But I never really fully got behind her, and it's not even just the voice, because it's voices like that I like, but I feel like she not like, could you not? Was that the best you could do?
Could you not?
Could you not? No, not could you not, but was that the best you could do? It doesn't seem like you're as energetic for most of these things. I know you have a hoarse type of delivery, but I don't know, man. Sometimes I'm like, this could be better.
I think she could step it up.
Or I think if you got a different vocalist doing something similar,
they can make it female backup vocalist.
Yeah, I was never just huge on Kim Gordon. I was huge on Sonic Youth because it's Sonic Youth.
I like Kim Gordon because she's a pretty good bassist. But
so you're not.
I like her. No, I like her vocals too, but they're not like amazing. But I don't think that's what she's going for. Just like when people say Meg White is an amazing drummer, that's not what she's going for.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose maybe that's a good comparison. Meg White drumming.
I don't think they're trying to be the fucking most dynamic Anita Baker.
I don't know. I feel like Thurston got. I feel like he has a lot of range. I feel like he can go from those singing songs, that type of thing, and then he goes to screaming sometimes and all of that.
His voice got just a nice natural timbre to it that I think you either just gifted with or not. You know what I'm saying? You either just got a voice that got a nice tone that is just appealing, and you got a range that you can work with. But I don't know if Kim Gordon's voice is has as much. I don't think it has as much personality as Thurston Moore's.
I think it's I think it's more one dimensional.